for divine cause. So Ramanujacharya is Lakshmana himself, Balaram himself. Arpita Mataji, mute your phone. In this group, and everybody's phone is muted. Because in between the classes, this is disturbing. Arpita Mataji, mute your phone. Or make me the host, I'll mute the phone. So here, Ramanujacharya's disappearance day. Today is Dashami. So let us see what happens when Ramanujacharya's day comes to disappear from this earthly planet. It is Dashami day. Ramanujacharya's best disciples are Puratalvar, Dasharathi. Now, Puratalvar Puresha, his son is Parashar Bhattacharya. So when we had taken the class of Ramanujacharya, we had discussed how Puresha, Puratalvar gave up everything and came to Srirangam. At that time, he was a very rich man, actually, very rich person. He belonged to Srikuram, a very rich person. But then every day he used to give free prasadam to everyone. So now the thought came, oh, I will have this pride because people are glorifying me. So let me give up everything. He comes to Srirangam and one day he doesn't go. It is very rainy. So 3-4 days he did not go out. His wife Andal sees, oh, we have not eaten anything practically. And especially my husband has not eaten anything. So she prayed to Ranganatha. At that time, Ranganatha's Arvane Prasadam, Rajbhog comes to their house, Arvane Prasadam. Then Kuresha Kurutalvari asked, did you pray anything? She said, yes. I prayed that Lord should give something to us. He is eating everything, he should give to you also because you are a great devotee. He said, we are not meant to ask anything. It's a shame that we are asking. Henceforth, don't ask anything. Whatever we can do, we should do for Lord. Lord is not meant to serve us. We are meant to serve Lord. So that is also a divine arrangement. After Kurutalva took the Mahaprasad of Ranganatha, his wife Andal also took Mahaprasad. That is the prasad after husband has taken. It's Mahaprasad. And within 9 months, she got 2 wonderful children. Ramanujacharya had taken a vow before his spiritual master that he is going to keep 2 children's name as Vyasa and Parashara. The day has come when 2 children were born. Ramanujacharya took the 2 children in his arms and said, you are Parashara and you are Vyasa. So Parashara Bhatta is a great personality, the son of Kurutalvar, Kuresha. Now Kuresha has left to his abode, that is, he has entered the spiritual world. Now his son Parashar Bhatta is taken by Ramanujacharya to the darshan of to take the darshan of Ranganatha. And officially Ramanujacharya wanted to give the authority to Parashar Bhatta because now the day has come, the time is nearing, so somebody has to be given. But so who that somebody should be? He should be qualified also to take the responsibility. And who can be more qualified than son of Kuresha, that is Parashar Bhatta? That is why he took before Lord and gave him certain upcharas like turmeric water to drink. And then before the Lord prayed, oh Lord, bless him. Bless him with your tirtha and prasada. And in this way, bless him to take the responsibility of continuing the wonderful teachings of Vishishta Advaita Siddhanta. Because Vishishta Advaita Siddhanta is presented by Ramanujacharya. Now, Dasharathi is also one of the most important disciples along with Kuratalvar, Kuresha of Ramanujacharya. Now, son of Dasharathi, he is Kandadai Andan, technically known as Andan. So one day Andan approached Ramanujacharya and he had desire that he should install Ramanujacharya's deities at his birthplace, that is Shriparambadur. So he came to request, he said, whenever there is a dharma, यदा यदाय धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारतः अभ्युत्थानम धर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्. Whenever there is a dharma, O Lord, you appear. So whenever there is a dharma, either Lord Krishna directly appears or he sends his important personalities. So you are Balaram himself, you are not different from Lord. You have appeared here to open the lotus of virtue and to completely dissipate all the darkness of vice. Vice means all bad qualities. You have come to remove the adharma. And deities are not different from the personalities. So allow me to install your deity at Shriparambadur, which is also known as Bhutapuri. Shriparambadur. Once I asked in one of the class, what is this place that is Shriparambadur famous for? One of the South Indian Mataji, she answered me, Rajiv Gandhi's assassination place. Just imagine how horrible it is to remember a place with such degraded people. Shriparambadur, which is near Kanchipuram, is the place where Shripad Ramanujacharya is born. The most wonderful pious place, which is also known as Bhutapuri. So when we go to Kanchipuram Yatra, we can go to Shriparambadur. There, this deity of Ramanujacharya, which was made by Kandadai Andan, he brought the deities, he wanted to install the deities. Ramanujacharya accepted the prayers. So Andan, he brought a beautiful deity of Ramanujacharya, exactly the same replica of Ramanujacharya. And it's made in metal. And when Ramanujacharya saw these deities, he was happy also. He hugged the deities. When he hugged the deities, when Ramanujacharya saw closely from top to bottom, he saw these deities. He saw that the deities were pouring spiritual power and also the grace what he had possessed. So what he did was, in the month of Pushya, this Pushya Nakshatra, this month of Pushya Nakshatra, when the Jupiter is in the constellation, Andan, what he did was, he gave these deities and Ramanujacharya hugged the deities. When he hugged the deities, the whole power is transferred also in these deities. So these deities are now non-different from Ramanujacharya. And on a wonderful day, there is Pushya Nakshatra, Dashami day, they were installed in Bhutapuri. So in Bhutapuri, these deities are installed. Suddenly, when the installation is going on in the Bhutapuri, here Ramanujacharya suddenly became ill. And he was thinking, why is that I am not feeling good? Then he understood, yes, the inauguration at Bhutapuri is going on. That means now the time has come to forbid this earth. And for vacation, actually, coming to earthly planet is like coming for a vacation for the Parshadas of Krishna. They're all relatives. No? Balaram is brother. So for vacation, they come. Like vacation, you go somewhere. No? Then you have to go back to your home. So now the vacation is over. So let me now return immediately. But before that, he called Andan. He sent the message to Andan at Shriparambadur that come immediately. So Andan, Dasharathi, Andan, Parashar Bhatta, everybody were there. He called all his important disciples. They were all surrounded. They all surrounded Ramanujacharya. At that time, Ramanujacharya gave the final teachings to his disciples. These are the most important teachings which every devotee should follow. Because Ramanujacharya is the Acharya for all the Acharyas. He is not one of the Acharya, he is the Acharya for all the Acharyas. If any Acharya has to write a commentary, then they have to refer to the Sri Bhashya, which is given by Ramanujacharya. If you see Srila Prabhupada's commentary, it's also based on Sri Bhashya. So it's very important. Every Acharya, this is a compulsory rule, every Acharya should take the teachings from Ramanujacharya because he is Balaram himself and he has appeared as Acharya. That is why if you have to address him, even if you address Acharya, it indicates Ramanujacharya. All other Acharyas have to be told by name, like yesterday was Shripad Madhvacharya's disappearance day. You have to say Madhvacharya. He is who? He is Hanuman himself, Bhima himself. You have to address Nimbarkacharya, Vallabhacharya. That means you have to tell the name. But if you just say Acharya, that refers to Shripad Ramanujacharya. To understand the position of Shripad Ramanujacharya, he is Acharya for all Acharyas. He calls all the important devotees. He tells them. Men are three types. There are three types of men. One is who are having anukula bhava towards Lord. Second type of men are who have pratikula bhava towards Lord. And third type of men are who are indifferent, neither anukul bhav or pratikul bhav. They are known as anubhaya. Remember these three words: anukula, pratikula, anubhaya. This anukula bhav are the Sri Vaishnavas. When you say Sri Vaishnavas, immediately don't start scratching your head. What about Gaudiya Vaishnavas? Don't make any difference between Vaishnavas. Sri Vaishnava, Gaudiya Vaishnava, all are coming from the Lord only. They are all worshippers of Lord only. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, has blessed all the four Acharyas. So don't make any difference. When you say Sri Vaishnavas, there all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, everybody has come. Because they have Anukula Bhava towards Lord. Who are these Pratikula people? They are atheists. And Anubhaya are the worldly type of people. So Ramanujacharya says, worship the Sri Vaishnavas. When you meet the first class people, that is Sri Vaishnavas, they are known as first class people. Then you should have that joy. What is that joy? As if you have some flowers, wonderful flowers in your hand, scent in your hand, as if the moonlight has flushed everywhere, so beautiful atmosphere, because you have met a Vaishnava. You should be always eager to meet a Vaishnava. Then no impious things will enter in our consciousness. There should be always an eagerness. And when you happen to meet a Vaishnava, immediately enjoy that moment. But what about the atheistic people? Oh, they are actually the serpents. Fear when you see a second type of people, that is atheistic people, those who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. You fear as if you have faced a poisonous serpent or you have faced a fire. And what about if you meet a third type of people? Those who are more interested in their materialistic life. Then have compassion. Try to see whether they are willing to take up Krishna consciousness. Teach them. Teach them if they are willing. If they are not willing, then what will do? You have to leave them. Ashadadhane vimukhe pashuduvati yachopade shivanama aparadha. You cannot speak to a faithless person. If he is faithless, then just be silent. You have different ways to give. You can give prasadam. You can give some flowers which is offered. So somehow, if you feel pity for them, first thing is have pity. Don't think that, oh, he's a non-devotee. No, have pity. See, he's not atheist. First thing, he's not atheist, but he's interested in materialistic life. That is why if you see a person, though he is not willing to be the materialistic life, sometimes you find devotees are stuck up in materialistic life. Then you should have more pity on them. Pity the worldly class of people, pity the devotees who are like, they don't want to be in the materialistic life, but somehow out of some circumstances or out of their previous life impressions, they are stuck up in the materialistic life. And have more pity. Call them, talk to them, and see that how you remove them out of this mesh. So this is most important teaching. And then next is, you find somebody condemning a Sri Vaishnava, then understand it is as good as criticizing God. Out of pride sometimes, people have disrespect for Vaishnavas. And he said, it is their all richness, their all Aishwarya is going to be spoiled. And one day they will have a begging bowl in their hand. It is like king's wife wandering with a begging bowl. So that is why everyone should be very careful. The first nama prasatam indanamna paramaparadam pinante. So never disrespect any Vaishnava. And then Ramanujacharya says, what all should be done? How to spend your day? Like how Srila Prabhupada has given a wonderful chart. From where the Acharyas give the wonderful chart? From the teachings of Ramanujacharya. Read Sri Bhashya. So when we are reading Bhagavad Gita, there are commentaries from the Sri Bhashya. Read and teach others also. This is the first instruction which is given. You read, you teach. And suppose this is too high for you. You are not able to understand, you are not able to read and teach Sri Bhashya. Then Nammalvar's Tiruvazhmozhi. Read that and also make others read. Tiruvazhmozhi are very wonderful verses, 1,000 verses glorifying the Lord. And then suppose that is also very difficult for you to do, then build a house. Hut. In fact, it has been told hut. Don't build a very opulent, but just build a hut in a holy place and live there. You say it's so impossible. How do you leave everything and go there? So if that is also impractical, then whichever temple is close by, go into services there. Why we call devotees for the Sunday programs, different sevas? Because these are the instructions given by Acharyas. Because going to Dham, living there, studying, teaching, is becoming impractical. At least one can come to the temple and do services. And suppose somebody says that is also inconvenient because of certain difficulties, like you have small child in your house, you have aged people in your house. It's becoming impractical to come and do services. Then have firm faith in the Dvai mantra. So 2 mantras were given by Ramanujacharya, were taught to Ramanujacharya, which Ramanujacharya gave to everyone. Ashtakshara mantra, which Tirukoshtinambi gave to Ramanujacharya. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Narayana. We have Sri Vaishnava here attending the class. Vijay Arva Madam. I desire that you should speak the Tvai mantra. Sriman Narayanaya Charano Sharanam Prapatte Srimate Narayanaya Namaha. This is the Tvai mantra which is given by Mahapurana to Ramanujacharya. The last, I desire that Vijay Arvamadam should chant, Prabhu should chant these two mantras. So these two mantras, have faith on these two mantras. Then you say, what about Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Don't have any difference between these mantras. Ramanujacharya has given a Ashtakshara mantra, Bhari mantra. He got it and he gave. He also got the Charam Shloki, that is Sarvadharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. These are the three mantras which Sri Vaishnavas, when they get initiated, they chant. These three mantras, Dvai mantra, Ashtakshara mantra, and Charam Shloki mantra. What is Hare Krishna Mahamantra? It is the summary of all the three mantras. So, when you are chanting, you should have faith in that process. Somebody says, even to have faith in the process and to do 16 rounds every day, becoming so difficult, then at least just take shelter of a holy man. That means take shelter of your Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru. It's very important. Then automatically faith in the process will increase. One should take shelter. If you are left alone, you will do whatever you want. You should have a shelter. Because Shiksha Guru come under the category of mother. If a child is under the care of father and mother, then he will not be lost. Or in search of the truth also, one is lost. One is not guided properly, then he's lost. So Ramanujacharya says, worship all the men as good as you're worshipping all holy men. When you see any holy men, you should worship them as good as you're worshipping a spiritual master. It's not that just you give respect to your spiritual master, God brother, God sisters, other Vaishnavas, you just degrade them. No. You have to be very, very careful when you deal with holy people. Like when you talk to a Vaishnava who is chanting, you should not see that. You should see that you are very, very careful in your talks. You should pay respect to everyone. Because the servants of the spiritual master are more glorious, in fact, because they get the opportunity to take the dust of the lotus feet of the spiritual master. One should have a lot of faith in the teachings of Alvars, our previous acharyas. They have given us wonderful teachings. We should have faith in that. On this yatra, we are going at a wonderful place that is Alvar Tirunagare. That is a place where Nathamuni got all the 4,000 Divya Prabandham from Nama Alvar. So the teachings of the Alvars are very important. Whatever our previous acharyas have given us, one should have faith in that. These senses, they are like serpents. These senses become sometimes lethargic. You have various excuses for these senses. Don't become slave of your senses. When there are worldly possessions, worldly acquisitions, worldly knowledge, then don't be satisfied with that. Spend your day reading the literatures which is describing the greatness of Lord. And in all the situations, whether joy, sorrow, attraction, aversion, or maybe somebody has criticized you, somebody is glorifying you, maintain equanimity. And then chanting of the holy name. Chanting the holy name, chanting the glories of devotees should be relished. And as much as possible, chant as much as possible. Chant the glories of the devotees also. By doing that, Lord is very, very happy. And the most important also, serving a Vaishnava is greater than serving Krishna. It is greater than even serving to God Himself. When you get the opportunity to serve the devotees of the Lord, do that. Do that. Sometimes we expect only services from the devotees. We should also serve the devotees. Never expect service from Lord. Never expect service from the devotees. In fact, one should be eager to serve a devotee. Then, one who renders service to God's devotees, what is the benefit? He speedily attains Lord, because Lord says in Padma Puran, Yo me bhakta jana partah, na me bhaktas chate janaha. Whoever is my devotee is not my devotee. But whoever is my devotee's devotee, whoever serves my devotee, I consider him to be a devotee. Sometimes we try to take advantage of a devotee. Don't do that. Do not take advantage for any selfish motives from a devotee. Sincerely serve the devotee. Sometimes you see, there are many people who just come and render services or do some nice, wonderful actions of serving with a motive. What will be the motive? Oh, I am coming, I am just dedicated. They want some initiation. And after initiation, they will run away. So, this type of motive also should not be there. In fact, when a devotee is recommended to the Diksha Guru gives the initiation on that faith that he will be serving his instrument. The Shiksha Gurus are his instrument in the hands of Diksha Guru. Whatever mission Diksha Guru has, he gives particular mission to his instruments who are technically known as Shiksha Gurus. So it is because of the recommendation of Shiksha Guru, a devotee is given initiation. But we have found sometimes people after taking initiation, they don't even bother to come. So this type of inner motive should never be there. So how the time should be spent day that has been given. So always seek the company of Vaishnavas. There cannot be any salvation, there cannot be any path to salvation than serving Vaishnavas. So one who is truly surrendered at the feet of Lord should never even think about his future. Sometimes we are so bothered, what is going to happen? I am very proud to say our cook, Kanhaiya, is not an ordinary person. He never even asked 1 rupee help. In fact, I was to see for 1 month, his face was having some tension. But he never expressed anything. He just left it to Lord. That is why you can see how everybody were inspired by Lord to help him. He never thought about his future. I just asked him, what arrangement have you done? He said, देखते हैं, कुछ ना कुछ हो जाएगा. तो कितना खर्चा है? 6 लाख का खर्चा है. 4 से 6 ऐसे visit. 2 लाख का दौरी देना है ऐसे visit. So just see how Lord inspired all of us to help him. It's only because he did not think about what is going to happen to me. That is how even a cook, we can learn from them. Don't think that only we can learn from one who is giving some very wonderful class, or maybe one who is coming to the temple. We can learn from each and every one. We can learn from Kanhaiya, like Kanhaiya type person also. He does all Ekadashis and he's such a wonderful person. He never eats before feeding anyone. If nothing is left, if some small thing is left, somebody comes and asks, Do you have any prasad? He will give his share. And that is the quality of a devotee. Quality of a devotee is he should see that everybody is fed and he should eat at last. And he has this quality. Alanta Alvar, who is a very great devotee of Ramanujacharya, he once asked, what should be the quality of devotee? The answer was given. The first quality, he should be like a stork, that means crane. The crane looks at water, picks up the fish, that means he's one-pointed. He doesn't look here and there. He's just one-pointed. Second quality of a devotee, he should be like a cock. Just take, when you mix the grain with stones, the cock will eat only grains. That means take all the good things from others. Don't take bad things of anyone. Don't even look at that. Third is, a devotee should be like a salt. The salt is unseen in the food, but if not there or in the absence of salt, howsoever masala you put, whatever ingredients you put, it has no taste. And the most important quality of a devotee is he should always serve and then take prasadam. That means he should always be concerned whether somebody has or not. So these all qualities define a Vaishnava. Sometimes you think Vaishnava means he should have some tilak and then a kanthimala. Yes, they are outward appearance of a Vaishnava. But inward appearance, or what are the inside quality which we see in Kanhaiya. Yes, he has all these wonderful qualities. Though he may not be initiated, though he may not have all these things, but actually he is blessed. Initiation is very much required, but before initiation, all these qualities are more required. Initiation is just a formality to make you come in the sampradaya. But after getting initiation, if you don't have all these qualities, then how can he define himself as a Vaishnava? That is why it is said, because we can see the effect of serving for 15 years to the temple, serving the devotees, being under the care. This is going to be awarded. And we have seen that how he is awarded by Lord himself. And in this way, he said, seek a holy man who is full of wisdom, devotion, desirelessness. Move with him, be kind to him. There's the last teachings we'll see. There are so many others which are there, but I'm just taking this as the last. If possible, if you don't have any other way, like you are not able to go and reside in Melkote, Yadavgiri, or in Vrindavan, at least seek a holy man who is full of wisdom, devotion, desirelessness. Move with him. Be kind to him. He may be kind to you in such a way that you serve him, that he may be kind to you. Renounce your ego. Follow the teachings. And this is a means for your enlightenment. In this way, wonderful teachings are given by Shripad Ramanujacharya to all his disciples. Let us take the essence of everything, but serve the Vaishnavas very nicely. Serve the temple where we are connected. Seek the opportunity to learn more and more. Serve more and more. Hare Krishna. I think Vijay Prabhu is traveling, so he's not able to unmute himself. So pranam mantra of Shripad Ramanujacharya. Yo nityam achyuta padambuja yukma rukma vyamo hatas taditirani pranayamene asmad guru bhagavato asadaika sindhu Ramanujacharya Sharanam prapadye.
Mataji, Dvai mantra.
Iman Narayanaya Charanam Sharanam prapadye. Srimate Narayanaya Namaha. I will put that sometimes, suddenly, because we don't do it every day.
ओके
ओम
माता
श्री नारायणाय नमः ओम श्री नारायणाय नमः श्रीमते नारायणाय चरण शरणं प्रपत्ति. Anyhow, we'll put in the group so that we don't make any mistakes. Ashtakshara mantra, that is Om Namo Narayanaya. Just have darshan of Ramanujacharya. Vinityam achyuta padambuja yukmarupma vyamohatvastuvikrantayamena अस्मदुपयोगवतस्य देवसिन्धु रामानुजस्य चरणं शरणं प्रपद्ये. लक्ष्मीनाथ समारम्भान् नाथयामनामध्यमान् अस्मदाचार्यं पर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरु परम्पराम्. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Shripad
Krishna Mataji,
Ramanujacharya.
Dandavat Pranam.
Jai.
Mataji, may I recite 2-3 sloka of Ranganath Astakam?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Mataji.
Recite.
Dandavat Pranam to all devotees. Shila Ramanujacharya ki jai ho. आनंद रूपे निज बोध रूपे ब्रह्म स्वरूपे. अरे बाबा,
हरि बाबा
हाँ.
also comes over.
अरे मेरा टेबलेट बंद हो गया. आनंद रूपे निज बोध रूपे ब्रह्म स्वरूपे श्रुति मूर्ति रूपे शशांक रूपे रमणीय रूपे श्रीरंग रूपे रमता मनो में कावेरी तीरे करुणा विलोले मंदार मूले धृत चारु केले दैत्यांत काले किल लोक लीले श्रीरंग लीले रमता मनो में लक्ष्मी निवासे जगतां निवासे ऋत पद्म वासे रविबिंब वासे कृपा निवासे गुण वृंद वासे श्रीरंग वासे रमता मनो में ब्रह्मादि वंदे जगदेक वंदे मुकुंद वंदे सुरनाथ वंदे व्यासादि वंदे सनकादि वंदे श्रीरंग वंदे रमता मनो में. Mataji, may I continue?
Say big one. So can
No,
I
only
stop here?
8 sloka, Mataji.
Okay, continue.
ब्रह्मादिराजे गरुडादिराजे वैकुंठराजे सुरराज राजे त्रैलोक्य राजे चिललोक राजे श्रीरंग राजे रमता मनो में अमोद मुद्रे परिपूर्ण नित्रे श्रीयोग नित्रे ससमुद्र नित्रे श्वेतेक भद्रे जगतेक निद्रे श्रीरंग भद्रे रमता मनो में सचित्रशायी भुजगेन्द्रशायी नंदांकशायी कमलांकशायी क्षीराब्धिशायी वटपत्रशायी श्रीरंगशायी रमता मनो में इदं तिरंगं त्यजता विहंगं पुनः न चांगं यदि चांगमेति पाणो रथांगं चरणे भुगांगं याने विहंगं शयने भुजंगं रंगनाथाष्टकं पुण्य प्रातरुत्थाय पठेत् सर्वान् कामन् वाप्नोति रंगी सायुज्यमाप्नुयात्. हरे कृष्ण माताजी, दंडवत प्रणाम. शिला रामानुजाचार्य की जय हो.
श्रीमन्नारायणाय चरणौ शरणं प्रपत्ति श्रीमते नारायणाय नमः. So that you can write श्रीमन्नारायणाय चरणौ शरणं प्रपत्ति श्रीमते नारायणाय नमः. Om Namo Narayanaaya. That is Ashtakshara. This was the Dvai mantra, and then Sarvadharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Okay. So stop here. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaः. Vaishnavendra ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.